Yes, it's time to get serious. How are you guys doing? I wanted to make this video now, today, so that you guys could have this information. We'll probably go live. Today is May. Oh my gosh, it's not May, it's March 6th. March 7th is the full moon in Virgo. I wanted to stress to everyone, it's time for us to get serious. We're going to talk a little bit about the chart, why I'm saying to you it's time to get serious. If you've been following me here on YouTube and looking at the community wall, I went in depth into what things to be looking out for and what energy you should, I'm recommending that you have, right, in regard to this full moon and what you should be stepping into. So if you haven't looked at that, go check out the community tab as well. You can come on back when you're ready. But let's talk about this chart. Let's talk about why I'm saying it's time for us to get super serious. What we should be focusing on as we're coming into this. Really, guys, it's a 2-week full moon season. This full moon cycle complete starts and stops, right? But it's 2 weeks until the next new moon. So it's not just tomorrow. This is taking us right on into Aries season. So let's play the intro and then we're going to chit chat. Are you ready for some real thought-provoking conversations that lead to spiritual wisdom and discovery, to provide you with clear direction on every area of your life? Well, sit back and relax. You've made it to the right place. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Heart of Inspiration. All right, gang, welcome back. Hopefully you've had time to go and grab yourself a pen and paper or something so that you can take some notes. I really want you to know what's going on and why and how. So let's take a look at this. Let me make sure that my sharing is going on in the way that I think I want this so you guys can see it a little bit more. Okay. This is the chart, guys, for the full moon in Virgo. There's a few things I want us to pay attention to. So I'm going to blow this up just a bit more. Yeah, that should be good. Maybe just, yeah. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, we're going to bring it down just a hair. Whoa. Sorry, guys. Don't mean to. Oh, my God. 175. How about that? All right, that's good enough. There's some major events that this full moon is preparing us for, and that are literally kind of happening during this full moon. And this is the reason why it's dead time to get serious. Like AF. Like, this is, I'm not kidding. The moon here in Virgo, right, is in direct opposition, as you guys should know by now. When it is a full moon, the moon is in direct opposition to the sun, which means all of our thoughts, our emotions, all the internal stuff in that regard is on blast. We can see it clearly. It is the best time to release people, energies, thought processes, so on and so forth, that are no longer serving us. It is the best time to release creative manifestation energy that is, how can I put it? That is going to take quantum leaps in the manifestation of the intentions that we set at the new moon. This is why it's so important to participate in these lunar cycles, know when they're happening, know what they represent, so that you can set proper intentions at the beginning of the cycle, so that what you're releasing and creating now, because you've had 2 weeks now since the new moon to assess your intentions, figure it out. Is this working? Is this not? I know personally, I've been pulling different levers. I've been getting clarity. I've been getting extra readings. I've been doing a lot of extra stuff so that I'm fully clear on what I'm releasing into the universe right now. And it's time to get serious. I'm going to go to my community wall actually while we're together here, because I don't want to misquote myself. That would really be horrible, wouldn't it? So on my community wall, what I put down is the full moon of March 7th, 2023 in Virgo is a powerful time in the spiritual world, is when the universe sends us a message that whatever is happening in our lives right now is non-negotiable. We must be prepared to take a big leap of faith and look at our path forward with excitement and clarity. What does that mean at its core? If you've been doing your work or you just started, whatever the case may be, and you see a path, it could be a business, it could be a lover, it could be a husband, a wife, a partner, moving, a relocation, starting a family, whatever, investments, whatever. Whatever is entering in, or the desires you have, or the pathway you know, even if that pathway is just different than what you're doing right now, whatever you know to be true today is a non-negotiable. There has been over and over and over again a revelation upon revelation, line upon line, precept upon precept about what is truth. Some of y'all have not been like paying attention to that. Some of y'all have been like, oh no, I'm choosing to believe everything that I've got believed from thus far. That's your business. That's fine. But there are some things that have been revealed to you to give you the opportunity to up level, that have been giving you the opportunity to get high vibrational, right? That have been giving you that opportunity. Some of y'all are not taking it. Some of y'all have had truth shoved in your face over and over and over again, and you're still holding on to old beliefs. You're still holding on to old thought patterns. You're still wanting to remain in the matrix. You're still wanting to remain divided. You're still wanting to remain busted and disgusted, but you don't seem to understand that you're broke, busted, and disgusted, not because the world is out to get you, but because you ain't changed you, and you've been given multiple opportunities. I don't know who I just said that to. Do not take offense to me. Don't shoot, don't kill the messenger. Like, I'm just giving it to you real and raw. There's others of us that have been shown something new and shown something next level and high vibrational and all of that. And unfortunately, though, or fortunately, whichever one you want to look at, some of us have been taking great strides and steps towards that and moving into that and manifesting it. Some of us have been taking little steps, but we're still kind of like, eh. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're giving ourselves excuses on why we can't get that particular thing done, or why we can't move into our purpose. At this point, if you know, you have an inkling, you just know that your current situation is not what meant for you, that's a non-negotiable. And you need to treat it as such, and you need to get serious about manifesting it. Let's go back to the chart. This is showing you, this is illuminating that your dreams and your aspirations and your desires and that life that you think that people have told you is impossible to achieve is actually the healthiest life for you. And it's going to provide you with security, with foundational stability. Now, that's if you've done your work and cleared that shadow out, or at least a good chunk of it. For some people who ain't cleared their shadow out, and we are seeing that in spades with certain people that, have these delusions that they're the children of celebrities and everybody and their mama's out to get them. And I mean, we're seeing some of that. Those y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Those that don't worry about it. My point is that if you're given over to delusions, or if there are, I will say this, if you are having, or you are challenged with sometimes dealing with mental health issues, I want you to kind of do a gut check with trusted people to make sure that this is what it needs to be. I'm not saying anything negative. I'm just saying, just do a check. Okay. Now, then the sun is also sextiling the Uranus in Taurus. It is dead halfway in its transit. What does that mean? That means the dreams, the changes that are happening right now and will be happening from now until next year this time, or at least to the 6-month time period when the new moon in Virgo is happening. And those changes that got started at the new moon in Virgo 6 months ago, it is coming to a head. It is boom. You can see it now. You can envision it now. And if you can imagine it, you can create it. If you can imagine it, you can live it. If you can imagine it, you can manifest it. It's just a question of how deep are you going to live in your imagination? In other words, how much energy, how much life are you going to give to the imagination so it becomes a creation? And then it's trining the moon, Uranus here in Taurus. Taurus is the energy of what I have. So literally the luminaries are coming together to say, you have what you desire. Now that could be good or that could be bad. So I'm going to ask you to do a vibe check. Make sure it's of your highest good. Do you understand what I'm saying? All right. We have that. We also have 2 major shifts happening. The next 2.5 year shift of Saturn coming into Pisces. Saturn right now is at 29 degrees Aquarius, which means it is doing its last, like, we're going to shake it up, shake it up. This is why you're seeing a lot of AI tools, a lot of things being brought to the forefront in that regard, right? Technology, all sorts of things. It's all because in these last few days, because I believe it's like the 22nd or something like that of March is when, 22nd or 23rd, is when Saturn comes into Pisces. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But baby, some people would say, oh, that's rough. I look at it and say that's bringing structure to your dreams. This is why it's so important for you to know right now, or for you to at least be open to the construction of your incarnation, of the construction of your imagination. Saturn's coming in and it's going to be there for 2.5 years in Pisces. And I was like, okay, baby, come on, let's get it. Let's go. I done shook up everything that's going on over there in Capricorn. I done reset everything and giving the technology, the spiritual uplifting and up-leveling. We've done it, of ending its 20-year cycle in Capricorn, finally, right? But it's now coming into Aquarius. That is a transformation of spirituality, of spiritual knowledge, of spiritual technology, of technology in general, of all things energetic on a global scale in our world. You as you, and then you as part of the collective. And that's going to be there for 20 darn years. We'll talk about that as well. But all of this energy right now, you see, we're preparing ourselves for the change because we can see it and we can feel it and we know it's of our highest good. And if you're not sure, get with somebody that you trust. Get with someone that you can trust that's going to give you the straight skinny. We got Mercury here, so it's time to speak out in Pisces. It's time to speak out, put words, put legs, put structure, put thought behind it, thought structure as well, behind what it is that you're here to do and what your desired life looks like. I just had a wonderful reading with on TikTok. You can find him at Mary Jane's Daddy. I think it's 8888 or Mary Jane's Daddy. Look for Mary Jane's Daddy on TikTok. Just had a wonderful reading with him. And he said something to me. He said that I needed to be clear on what it looks like to be my own fairy godmother. So I'm going to pass that on to you. What does it look like to be my own fairy godmother? What does it look like to be my own fairy godmother? And I want you to speak that out then, because what you're going to be doing is you're going to be granting yourself wishes. But at this point, during this full moon, that's really what you're doing. When you're creating something new, okay, it's got to be where you're in alignment. It's got to be in alignment with your highest good. So as we're creating and speaking this out into the universe, as our thoughts align with our speech, align with our heart, align with our very being and our energy field, right? Be mindful of this during this time period. Be very mindful of this during this time period. And utilize this powerful energy. I know a lot of you are like, oh my God, like you get upset when people talk about like casting spells or whatever. Let me tell you something. Your prayers, your affirmations, the thoughts that you put, right? As man thinketh, so is he. All of that are spells. So stop looking at it in a negative way and start understanding that what you're doing is by your word, by your heart, by your throat chakra, and your mind, you are sending out energy into the universe to create the world that you so desire. And we got to get serious about it. We have to get serious about it. And last but certainly not least, we have Jupiter, Chiron, and Venus. Everybody's direct. I love the fact that during this full moon, everybody's direct. All the planets are moving forward. They all have direct energy, which means we are full steam ahead as we're going into the new, the energetic new year. Well, now this is telling me that the universe wants to give us that which is of our best and our highest good. Love yourself, pay attention to yourself, really go inward and say, what is it that I really want? It doesn't matter what the world Chiron will tell you, right? That you shouldn't get. That's our wounds, right? That's where we hold ourselves back. But Jupiter is that gift giver and that expander of a territory. Expand your territory, expand your space, live out your dreams, be in love with yourself, and listen, put your mask on before everybody else. Buy yourself that nice thing or invest in you before you go investing in everybody else. Because that's where you're going to get the highest dividends. This is not time to save everybody else. This is time to be our own self savior. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I know this was a short video. I appreciate y'all being here. Look out. Today is March 6th when I'm recording this. So we will be going live a little bit later on and doing our meditation. I haven't done that in a while, but I think this is very important. So we're going to come live probably about 7:30 or 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, which would be about 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and 6 p.m. on the West Coast. We're going to do a full moon meditation. I'm going to take you through this clarity exercise through guided meditation so that we all can be clear, right? And be serious and take the next steps serious. We're getting ready to enter into a 20-year Dern cycle with Pluto coming into Aquarius. We better be clear on what the heck it is we want. Okay? I'm going to ask you to be clear, and I'm going to be clear. Thank you guys so much for coming. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you so much. Namaste. Bye, gang.